Hello. Now we'll discuss about cloud deployment scenarios. What are the cloud deployment scenarios? We'll see according to NIST Cloud Computing Standards Roadmap. To high level generic scenario. So this figure actually shows you what are the high level generic scenario. Basically, there's interaction between the three basic systems of cloud computing. First one is single cloud system. Second one is multiple cloud system, which says there is series of and serial execution of one at a time in cloud system. There are various other multiple cloud system, which is third part, which could have simultaneously more than one at a time cloud system, where you can have various type of management, understanding, and monitoring. So you can see the cycle should work like this. There's a deployment to the cloud computing architecture, and then you do the management of single cloud system. You first deploy some of the you want to deploy some of the cloud computing architecture that has to be managed as a single cloud first of all. Thereafter you go for the third stage where you can have various kind of interface to the cloud computing. So you have two different clouds, cloud 1 and cloud 2, which actually have the interaction with each other. So there are two different cloud, for example Google and Facebook, or you can have some retail market website and banking services. So the banking itself have a cloud, and you have a retail market. So we'll consider that example. So the two clouds are there. First cloud actually do the retail market thing. It manages single cloud architecture model. Thereafter, the cloud of banking actually have the interface with some enterprise system, or some cloud brokers are there, which actually have proper interface understanding of that banking service as well as of the retail market website, which we can say as payment gateway. You have heard about this word, payment gateway. What it does, it do the migration of various cloud, means movement of one request to another request and responding according to that request. So this type of interaction and interfaces are being working. Basically you do what, you do the selection of various cloud, which cloud should be working. Means selection is basically, you can say, various banking services are there. There are 8 or 10 banks are being written over there. There are credit card systems are there. There are uh, Google Pay or another phone pay type of systems are there. So you select one of the cloud system, either some banking cloud or some credit card, Visa, PayPal, or some Mastercard. Thereafter, you have various type of migrations, movements between one cloud to another cloud for the processing. Then it actually do the whole operations between the two cloud and interactions happening in that solves actually enterprise system. Means this whole thing is like one enterprise system, and basically working on two different clouds. First one is retail market, who allows you to choose the product, and then some broker helps you to interact with some banking service or credit card system. Then this whole thing to the solution. So there are various high level generic scenarios where customer actually interact with various cloud systems. So basically, migrate between cloud is one of the important tasks which could be done with the help of mm, interface cloud. I hope this all things are being clear to all of you. So there are basically three scenarios from which interaction of scenarios are being possible and dragged. In single cloud system, it's the simplest one, means you have only one cloud and you have to interact according to that. So what you do the deployment as an engineer for the single cloud system. Then you do the management of that single cloud system. Thereafter, you provide some of the interfaces as a for developing some enterprise system in that single cloud. Means you have a retail market like Flipkart or Amazon that should have some interface with payment gateway. Thereafter, that will become a enterprise system. Thereafter, in the enterprise system, you basically migrate or replace one cloud with another cloud. Then you have multiple cloud system which actually work serially one at a time. What happens is that migration between cloud system. So you move from one cloud to another cloud. You do the shifting and you do the interface across multiple cloud management. That actually also need to be done with the help of selection purpose. How it has to be operated based upon some selection. Thereafter, you do the simultaneously more than one at a time interaction, means operations across the multiple cloud systems. You have deployment cases for the high level scenario. Basically, cloud computing use cases are being defined according to the these four boundaries or some four quadrants in this NIST detailed roadmap of cloud computing. What are the four quadrant? Centralized, distributed, within or across trusting boundaries. These are the four different boundaries where you have to work and you have to think. So the cloud computing use cases are working like this. So within trusted boundary, crossing trusted boundaries. And the first one is centralized, one administrative cloud domain, and distributed, crossing administrative cloud domain. So you have these are the four criteria where you define the quadrant of deployment case 1A, deployment case 1B, deployment case 2A, deployment case 2B. So there are four different deployment techniques to different deployment quadrant. So based upon whether it is centralized deployment, whether it is distributed deployment, means across various administrative cloud domains, then you can have whether it is in the trusted boundary or whether it is out of trusted boundary. So these are the four quadrant. Then case one, you can say, is each cloud provider have multiple cloud consumer within client provider interaction with that provider. Then case 2 is like cloud consumer application, means you can see the second case you of distributed computing. So distributed administrative cloud, where you have cloud consumer application which is distributed across two or more cloud providers and which have various administrative process simultaneously. That cloud consumer basically intends to have consumer provider interactions. So you have this type of two cases possible. First one is independent each cloud provider. and having multiple cloud consumer, that is fine. You can have multiple cloud consumer, it is good. And you have various client provider interaction, that is case 1. Then you have the case 2, where you have a cloud consumer application, means an application in mobile app, desktop application, where you can have various distributed across two or more cloud providers, and they have various administrator simultaneously working. So these are the hard thought level of the case 1 and case 2 that we are going to see in detail in next few slides, where you have consumer and cloud consumer provider interaction. In the case 1a, you have private cloud within a single administrative domain and trusted boundaries. So you have some private cloud that actually works and within some single administrative domain that have a trusted boundary. And case 1b, commercially public cloud within a single administrative domain are there outside of any trust boundary that a client could use to enforce policy and governance. So this is case 1b, where you have the outside the trusted boundary where the clients are being enforced to have some particular policy and governance, and these are all commercial 1b. And in 1a is simple private cloud that we had studied. It is simplest private cloud. You assume single administrator, single trusted domain, single boundary, and your own organization's own employees will or student are going to use that private cloud. Means you install your cloud by yourself, you use your cloud by yourself. That is private cloud case 1a. Case 1b is little complicated. You have centralized, means you have your own cloud, but you have limited trusted boundary, means you have more than different uh, customers are there which are using it commercially. This is the case 1b. Thereafter we'll see case 2a. 2a is federated cloud. What is federated cloud? Where two or more administrators are working for the management of the cloud computing architecture. Means two or more, you can assume like there's an example of the same retail market and the banking service. So basically the two cloud administrators are who? Retail market and the banking at banking website. So banking cloud and at retail market are being communicated with the one cloud broker, that is payment gateway channel, and that both of the retail market website like Flipkart or Amazon, they have the uh, communication with the banking, and they have the policy and governance, and they actually have some common trusted boundaries of that payment gateway. Thereafter you have the hybrid cloud application. Hybrid cloud means both private and public trusted boundaries are working together, and they have the multiple public clouds working together, and both administrative domains and trusted boundaries are being crossed to work together. Then you have these type of basically scenario and technical requirement. So what are the scenario? There are 10 scenarios which are being defined in the cloud computing standards roadmap of NIST. First one is says you create, accessing and updating and deleting some of the data objects in cloud computing. Thereafter, the second requirement is moving of virtual machines or virtual appliances between the cloud system, various cloud system. Thereafter, third one is selecting best infrastructure as a service vendor for the private internally hosting cloud system. Thereafter, fourth one is tool for monitoring and managing multiple cloud systems. Then the fifth one is migrating between two cloud systems. And single is sign on access to the multiple cloud system. Sixth part is single sign on access to the multiple cloud system. Then orchestration process across the cloud system means how the platforms, how the infrastructure, and how the application are been interacting with each other. This is the orchestration that we'll study later. Then discovery of various cloud resources, how you discover various cloud resources, evaluating the service level agreement and doing the penalty analysis. Then you do the auditing of various cloud computing, whether the securities are being met out, whether the payment gateways are proper or not, how the response time, how the availability. So all these type of the 10 technical scenarios and technical requirement that we have to manage in the cloud computing standards. I hope that you have studied and understood this knowledge, and hope there's plenty to go after this. Thanks. We'll study cloud service deployment scenario in the next lecture.